Hi, although it's not 100% clear what the source of this story is, there's a very famous story in Jewish literature about two brothers who lived on either side of a hill. And they were both farmers, and the one brother, he was married and he had a big family, and the other brother, he was single. So the brother with the big family, he thought to himself, well, my brother's alone, he doesn't have the love and joy of having a family, so I want to try and support him so that he can try and build a life for himself. So every night, under the cover of darkness, he used to go and take some of his crops, some of his produce, and put it over onto the other side of the hill to his brother's side. And at the same time, the other brother thought to himself, well, I'm on my own, I don't need so much. My brother, he's got a big family to feed. So he used to walk over the hill at night and drop some of his crops on the other side of the field to support his brother. And one night, the brothers bumped into each other in the middle of the night, and they realized what had been going on. And they gave each other a big hug, they embraced there, and they saw that they were supporting and loving each other and trying to do the best for each other. And it said that that is the spot where eventually the temple, the Beit HaMikdash, was built, because it was built on this idea of full brotherly love. And then many years later, we're told that the temple was destroyed, the second temple was destroyed because of sinat chinam, because of baseless hatred, which is exactly the opposite. It's judging other people and not supporting each other. And it was told that the Jewish people, we weren't loving each other, we weren't supporting each other, and that's why the temple was destroyed. Now really the temple is a very deep idea. It's not just a holy site where we commune with God, but it really represents the perfection of the world. It represents where everything's going right, and the destruction of the temple represents that the world's not perfect. It's just not in a place where it's meant to be. We're not living on a high enough level of consciousness, we're not loving and supporting each other. And really that's where we're trying to go. We're trying to fix ourselves and we're trying to fix the world. I was told by lots of my rabbis, they said, if you become more and more religious, and then therefore more and more judgmental and separate from people, you didn't become more religious, you just became more self-righteous. The more religious you become, you've got to become more and more conscious and more accepting and more loving and more non-judgmental. So I think the world's broken in very many ways, but one way that we face this week, we're having Tisha B'Av, which is commemorating the destruction of the temple. It's really on Shabbat, but we're commemorating on Saturday night and Sunday, we're fasting. It's really saying that as the Jewish people, we've got to start loving each other more and not judging each other and seeing the similarities and respecting each other and just bonding together as a brotherhood, because that's what we are. We're really one big family, and that's what we're going to try and do. And it says that the temple is going to be rebuilt one day, but only through us learning to get on with each other and love each other and not judge each other. And I've been talking a lot in this week's trip to Peru that really anyone who judges someone else or puts them down, it means there's some lacking in themselves. If you think of the happiest person you know, they don't say nasty things and they don't put people down. In fact, really happy people just uplift everyone around them. So we've got to really ask ourselves, are we the sort of people that uplift people or put people down? Are we the sort of people that people want to hang out with? Are we a positive energy? Are we trying to fix ourselves? Are we trying to fix the world? Or are we just judging people and disliking people because they're not like us? So I really think this is the message of Tisha B'Av, that we need to rebuild a perfect world by learning to love each other and support each other and be there for each other, just like the brothers on the mountain. Shabbat Shalom, I'll talk to you soon.